Go wide. All the way wide. Yeah. Great. Likes it. Like it. Good.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to 235 O'Callahan Way, where the Lady Rams are hosting GBL rival, the Lady Red Devils. I'm your announcer tonight from Lynn Educational Television, Sean Donahue. Happy to bring you tonight's live basketball game. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. Senior night here at Lynn Classical on this beautiful February evening. Chelsea Red Devils coming in to match up against the Lady Rams. Second time of the season. Starters for the day for the Lady Rams. All the seniors will work their way onto the court from the first seconds of the first period. Jada Tejada, Evelyn Diaz, Yarleni Ruiz, Dalicia Perez Vasquez, and Jayliana Wesley. Starting lineup for the Chelsea Red Devils: number 5, Jamari Guerrero; number 24, Lydia Casalillo; number 0, Melise Silvio; number 1, Monica Cespedes Cruz; and number 10, Taylor Solano. We'll go to the half mark for the beginning ceremonies.
Tonight we will be recognizing the seniors from both teams. First, from Chelsea High School, the seniors are Monica Cespedes, next we have Melise Silvio, Zinara Eames, and Yarabel Torres. At this time, I ask the parents and cheerleaders of the seniors to make your way down to the sideline and join your senior at center court as they bow. We have 5 students graduating this year. They all have made outstanding contributions to the Lynn Classical Girls Basketball Program and the Lynn Classical community, and we are so proud of them. First senior, Yarleni Ruiz, accompanied by her mom, Roberta Van Anderson, brother Alana. Next, we have none other than Jayliana Wesley, accompanied by her young man, Dad King, and sister Jeremy. Now we have Evelyn Diaz. Next, Jada Tejada, accompanied by her mom, Josie, her stepdad, Edward, and her sisters. Last, definitely not least, Dalicia, accompanied by her mom, the pastor, and Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise and give a nice round of applause to these people who have worked hard for 4 years. We are very proud of the young ladies before, as they represented themselves, their families, their school, and the Lynn Classical basketball program very well, with good sportsmanship and competitive play at all times. We and I will miss them. Please join me in giving them one more round of applause.
We'll have to dodge the balloons during the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Classical High School for tonight's game between the away team, the Red Devils of Chelsea, and home team, the Lynn Classical Lady Rams. Want to remind everyone that taunting and negative chants will not be tolerated during the game. Inappropriate behavior is only be ejected from this game and facility. The Lewis Group and team of Boston. This on our left, first visitors, Chelsea. Up first, number 5, Donahue. Number 24, Lydia Castillo. And 0, Luis Sorrell. Number 1, Marshall Santos Cruz. Number 10, Taylor Salon. Now for sunlight for home team, your Lynn Classical Lady Rams. Up first, senior number 15, Yari Ruiz. Senior number 24, Juliana Wesley. Senior number 13, Evelyn Diaz. Senior number 23, Delisha Perez Vasquez. And senior number 5, Jada Tahan. And head coach for Rams, Tom Sawyer. We ask at this time to please rise, moving crowds to the playing of our national anthem.
Another good evening and welcome to the stream here. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. I'm your announcer tonight, Sean Donahue from Lynn Educational Television. We got Stephen Galvin Jr. up in the perch, bringing you these smooth and steady shots, and Mikey Martinez on graphics tonight. Thanks to Billy Sullivan for giving us a quick overview and lesson on bitrate and stream health. Hopefully today's stream is a little bit better for you. Some of the internet adjustments down here at 235 O'Callahan Way set us back just a little bit through about midway of the season, but we're hoping as we approach the later weeks of the winter season that we can bring you a steady and reliable stream. Classical coming to this one with a 9-4 record and 6-11 for Chelsea. Last game for the Red Devils versus Northeast. Next game versus Ipswich. Last game for the Rams versus Somerville, and next game is going to be Friday versus Everett. Senior night here at Lynn Classical. Taking the tip-off for the Lady Rams. Evelyn Diaz able to get that one over to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. Looks over to the adjacent. Finds Jada Teat up top to Jayliana Wesley. Wesley with the shot, a little wide right. Out of bounds, off the Rams. Chelsea ball. They'll inbound from their own territory. Inbound right away, Classical pressing, trying to make it a little bit tougher on the advance across the half mark. And covering that one up tighter than a lid on a pickle jar, number 1, Monica Cespedes Cruz. Chelsea able to salvage the offensive opportunity. They'll inbound here, far side of the court. Inbound comes quick, Chelsea to get to it right away. First with the rock, number 10, Taylor Solano. Solano passes up top over to number 1, Monica Cespedes Cruz. Gets a pick on the right-hand side, bounce pass inside, stolen away by Lynn Classical's very own number 15, Yarleni Ruiz, another senior. Jada Teata passing down low to Jayliana Wesley. Wesley with a bounce pass inside to Evelyn Diaz. Diaz can't get it to go. Ruiz on the rebound, passes outside over to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. And one for Jada Teata after driving to the paint for the first points of the night. Jada Teata doing the work and getting the recognition on drawing the foul. She'll go to the half. She'll go to the line for the first time tonight. Teata 101 off the back of the rim. Diaz able to influence that back. Classical is going to be able to walk away with an offensive possession. Teata passes down low to Diaz. Diaz keeps it in bounds, passes over to Wesley. Ruiz on the attempt. Chelsea just underneath, out of bounds. Classical to inbound here in Chelsea territory.
Come on, Evelyn. Come on, Evelyn.
Teata surveying, gonna go to Diaz. Diaz pulls up for 3, a little bit wide. Rebound fielded well by Chelsea's very own number 10, Taylor Solano. Solano able to advance it. Pass coming from Monica Cespedes Jr. Intended down low for Lydia Castillo. Just a little bit out of reach, out of bounds. Teata gonna be tasked with the responsibility of inbounding here. And she'll go right away to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. Perez Vasquez with the point responsibility, surveying just about 90 seconds into this one. Over to Diaz, back up top to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. Perez Vasquez passes down low over to Wesley. Wesley finds Dalisha Perez Vasquez, back up top to Teata. Teata takes it for 2, can't get it to go. Bit of back and forth on the scrum for the rebound off of Chelsea. Classical to maintain possession here in Chelsea territory. Teata with the pass and inbound over to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. Perez Vasquez looking to Diaz. Kicked off the foot of a Chelsea Red Devil. Teata able to scoop that one on. Drops in 2 more on the night. 4 points on the night for Teata. Chelsea on the move, passing down low over to number 24. Lydia Castillo drives into the paint. Chelsea able to maintain possession. Driving in, number 1. Takes the shot. Ruiz on the rebound, looking to Dalisha Perez Vasquez, gets tripped up. Teata able to salvage the opportunity for the Rams. Teata with 1 in front, goes to Wesley. Wesley back to Teata. Teata tries to find Dalisha Perez Vasquez at the adjacent. Back inside of Ruiz, back right up top to Dalisha Perez Vasquez. Takes the shot, no good. Chelsea Red Devils on the move yet again. Stolen away by Jayliana Wesley. Wesley now trying to drive in. Got 1 in front, loses possession of that one, out of bounds. Chelsea ball.
Jada, watch 1.
Inbound here, Classical pressing on it, knocked away, stolen away by the Rams. Evelyn Diaz on the way up, draws a foul and one. Evelyn Diaz, 2 on the night for the senior out of Classical. Diaz going to the first line tonight. Diaz 101 off the back of the rim. Chelsea trying to field the rebound, knocks it out of bounds, and Tejada working to keep possession for the Rams and just a little out of reach before it sails out of bounds. Classical pressing works pretty well. Diaz on the shot, not there. Rebound fielded by the Red Devils. Jump ball call. Gonna stay Classical. Rather gonna go Classical here. Off of the field, inbound by the Red Devils. Tejada with the inbounding responsibility, surveying. Bounce pass inside to Diaz. Diaz goes up for 2, can't get it. Ruiz on the rebound. Ruiz back outside to Wesley. Wesley takes the shot for 2, nothing there. Out of bounds off of the Rams, Chelsea ball. Solano with the inbounding responsibility goes right away to Cespedes Cruz, and on the transition into the paint, Chelsea loses possession of that one, out of bounds after a late touch by the Rams. Chelsea to inbound here in Classical territory. Inbound right away over to number 8 off of the bench, or is that 0? So Melise. Solero trying to find Fatuma Iman. Iman can't field it. Classical steals it away. Shot attempt by Wesley, not there. Rebound fielded well by Delisha Perez Vasquez. Finds Tejada. Tejada looking down low over to Ruiz, and Ruiz just a little out of reach, but luckily for the Rams, Chelsea gets the last touch on it. And Tejada to inbound here. Tejada finds Ruiz right away, knocks down 2 more for the Rams. Yarleni Ruiz, senior out of Classical. Chelsea going from end to end. Nice little shot opportunity coming off of the fingertips of number 13. Pass up top to number 1, Monica Cespedes Cruz. Cespedes Cruz does the work, drives into the paint, drops 2, and draws the foul. So 101 here for Cespedes Cruz. 2 points on the night so far. Hits every inch of the rim, but inside of it. Rebound fielded well by Egbuda. Egbuda goes over to Duncan. Duncan looking to the adjacent, goes back up top over to Jada Tejada. Alvarado with the bounce pass to Duncan. Duncan driving inside, passes off over to Diaz. Evelyn Diaz knocking down 2 more. 4 in the night for the kid in 13. Great job by the Lady Red Devils to make the clear happen quick and effective. Monica Cespedes Cruz there. Wide open, goes for the easy layup. 10-4 Rams over the Red Devils. Tejada finds Divine Egbuda down low. Egbuda a little bit of trouble. Luckily for her, Evelyn Diaz is there to help clean it up. Diaz 6 on the night. And Coach Sawyer going to take a timeout here. That gives us an opportunity to say thanks to you, our viewership. If you're a Comcast or Verizon subscriber, thanks for your subscription. Without you, we wouldn't be able to offer television media as a part of the curriculum to the student body here in the Lynn Public Schools, from middle school all the way to high school. I'm Sean Donahue, your announcer with Lynn Educational Television. Stephen Galvin Jr. up in the perch, bringing you these smooth and steady shots, and Mikey Martinez on graphics. If you're a YouTube subscriber, thank you for that. And if you're not, please smash that subscription button, like the video, and give a little love to the notification button so that you can get all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. Rams coming to this one with a 9-4 record. Last game versus Somerville. Next game is going to be versus Everett. Chelsea coming to this one with a 6-11 record. Last game for them versus Northeast. And the next game for the Lady Red Devils is going to be against Ipswich. Red Devils on the inbound in their own territory. Right away over to Melise Solero. Solero passes down low over to number 4, Fatuma Iman, and she drops the first points of the night for herself. 12-6 Rams. Alvarado on the way in gets called for an extra step, and she'll travel away on back to defense. Chelsea quick on the inbound. Classical kind of reluctant to press as we get to the final minutes here. Nice little heads-up play by number 24, Lydia Castillo. Castillo drops in 2 for the Lady Red Devils. Alvarado finds Tejada up front, looking inside of Diaz. Bounce pass over to the Beast. Driving up for 2, can't get the first, feels the rebound. Divine Buddha making it happen. First points of the night for the Beast. Duncan in front. Pass up top for 3, coming off of the fingertips in number 1, Cespedes Cruz. Nothing there for the Red Devils. Tejada now on the move offensively. Tejada surveying. Over to Diaz. Diaz pulls up for 3, just a little shallow. Rebound fielded well by Melise Solero. And I'm not sure if Melise, if her name is Solero or Silvio. Salivo would be what it is if the V is a V or if the V is an R. We'll get further clarification on that one, so we can get your name right for at least 3/4 of the game. Inbound opportunity going to Duncan. Duncan goes right away to Tejada, and Tejada takes a bomb 3. A little bit too far. Fatuman Iman, first to touch. Out of bounds off of the Lady Red Devils. Duncan on her second opportunity here on the inbound. Goes right away to Diaz. Diaz takes a hook shot, just a little shallow. Jump ball call here. And it looks like it's gonna go Chelsea. Classical showing a little bit more pressure on the clear. Chelsea using the legs to get past some speed coming from Jalea Santiago. Santiago's got the legs to go end to end. Jump ball call, gonna go Classical. And they have certainly fixed the heat here at 235 O'Callahan Way in the gymnasium. Alvarado pulling up for 3, just off the back of the rim. Duncan on the rebound, passes back outside. Alvarado takes a few steps in. Aaliyah Alvarado earned her first 2 points of the night here on senior night. Just about 60 seconds left here in the first period. And an offensive opportunity squandered by the Classical defense. Tejada inbounds to Duncan. Duncan to take the point position. Duncan with 1 in front, surveying, passes over to Tejada. Tejada up top to Alvarado. Alvarado sees a little lane, passes back up top to Tejada. Tejada takes the seam, knocks it in for 2, Jada Tejada. Find the stroke here early in this one against GBL rival Chelsea. And going from end to end again, number 13, Jalea Santiago. And Santiago got some speed on her. On her way in, gets hackalacked, and she's going to go to the line for 2. One or 2, nothing but net. Two or 2. Off the back of the rim, Tejada on the rebound. Tejada on the advance, surveying. Santiago in front, over to Duncan. Duncan with 1 in front. Over to Alvarado. Alvarado driving in just to the edge of the paint, knocks down two more. Aaliyah Alvarado, 4 on the night. Just about 30 seconds left here in the first. An attempt to steal there from Alvarado puts the Lady Red Devils on their heels, and now a bit of a scrum for it. Santiago with Duncan in front. Gets a pick somewhat on her right-hand side. Stolen away by Tejada. Just about 10 seconds left. Tejada gets tripped up by the court monster. Passes back to Duncan. Duncan pulls up, drops down, takes the shot. Nothing there. Rebound fielded well by Iman. Iman now passes over to the Red Devils. So at the end of 1, Classical 20, Chelsea 9. We'll be back after this break. Since 1986, Lynn Educational Television has enabled students to work in the television industry and learn how to produce media. LETV creates working opportunities for Lynn students, giving them the benefit of gaining real-life work experience in production. Lynn Educational Television brings value to Lynn students, delivering standards-based curriculum in the classroom from middle school to high school. LETV creates future generations of media professionals. And we're back. 8 on the board. 20-9. Rams over Chelsea. And we got to give a little lesson in where the record button is. The 3 of them. Igbuda able to salvage that one. Passes up top to Tejada. Tejada takes it for 2-0 there. Duncan on the rebound. Duncan surveying. Goes inside to the Beast. Beast on the way up. Gets Hackalack. Got to go to the line for 2. Yeah, Igbuda's first, no good. Off the back of the rim, nothing there for the Rams. Igbuda steals it away. And gets Hackalacked again. So it'll be a team foul. Igbuda not on the way up. Duncan inbound here in Chelsea territory. Duncan surveying, goes right away to Igbuda. Igbuda draws a foul on the way up. And who will they get for reaching up over the back? Looks like Lydia Castillo. Gonna catch the team foul on that one. Second of the night for Castillo. Igbuda for the first of 2, no good. 2 of 2, no good. Chelsea to rebound. Classical pressing, not allowing an advance with ease. Igbuda gets called for a team foul. Chelsea to inbound here, their bench side. Getting tripped up a little bit by the court monster. Cespedes Cruz loses possession of that one. Rams now on the move. Rams pass coming from Diaz to Tejada, and Tejada knocking down 2 more. 8 on the night for Tejada, the senior out of Classical. Just about 60 seconds into the second. Pick on the left-hand side gives an opportunity for a pass down low. Not seeing the seam, stolen away by Tejada. Tejada with 2 in front. Tejada looking at Alvarado. Alvarado drives into the paint, goes up for 2, nothing there. Igbuda on the rebound, gonna try for a second shot. doesn't get that one. Feels the rebound, passes out to Alvarado for three. Nothing there. Buddha again on the opportunity. Takes a third. Why not? Feel the rebound there, but lose possession. Stolen away by Duncan. Duncan now on the move. Passes to Diaz. Diaz pulls up for three. Just a little high, and the rebound fielded well by number one, Monica Cespedes Cruz. And Cruz finds Santiago down low on the cut. Santiago knocks down two more for the Lady Chelsea Red Devils. 22-11. Duncan to Alvarado for three. Can't get it. Board pulled down by number four, Iman. Chelsea on the move. Santiago gets a long pass. Makes the most of it. Knocks down two more for Jalea Santiago. 5 of the night for Santiago.
Take it down. Take it down.
22-13 Rams over the Lady Red Devils. Duncan passing to Alvarado. Alvarado across the way over to Jada Tejada. Alvarado with an opportunity to drive in, gets hackalacked on the way up. Alvarado gonna head to the line for two. Alvarado makes one of two. Misses the second off the back of the rim to Buddha on the rebound. Buddha passes Alvarado, gives her a shot at redemption. Can't get that one. Santiago with the legs driving inside, takes it for two, not there. Jump ball call on the scrum for it. Looked like Cespedes Jr. had the best of it. Just about 5.5 left here in the second. Inbound responsibility going to Castillo. Castillo finds Santiago. Santiago looks over to the adjacent, finds Young. Young now passing over to number 4. Iman drops in two more. 4 on the night for Iman. Duncan with the rock. Gets a cut on the right-hand side over to Tejada. Tejada sees defense right away. Looks inside Buddha. Buddha drops one in and one for Divine Buddha. Four on the night for Buddha. She'll go to the line for one. Buddha lines up the shot. And I don't know, maybe they waved it off. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is she lining up for two? She should only get one. Quiet guy on the microphone. Let him give her two. Santiago with Delicia Perez Vasquez in front. Passes down low over to number 20 from Chelsea. Goes for the three, can't get it. Young shot fielded well on the rebound by number 4, Iman. Iman looks right back over to Young. Tejada muscles it out of the possession of the Chelsea Red Devils, and now Duncan on the move across the half mark. Santiago in front, over to Leah Alvarado. Leah Alvarado up top to Duncan. Duncan back to Alvarado. Alvarado pulls up for three, just a little bit too much muscle on that one. Fielded well on the rebound, looking for the pass. And a team effort by Igbuda and Perez Vasquez to steal that one away. Can't make the best of the offensive opportunity, and now Chelsea on the move again. Cespedes Cruz passes inside over to Iman. Iman to Young. So it looks like they're going to get Young on the penalty. And Alvarado going to go to the line again. Inbound to Duncan. Duncan passes over to Jayliana Wesley. Wesley drives inside, knocks down two more for the Lady Rams. Wesley getting her first points of the night here on senior night. Just about 3.5 left here in the second. Santiago with the rock. Perez Vasquez in front, does the work to drive down a little low, passes over to the adjacent. Stolen away by Delisa Perez Vasquez. Perez Vasquez in front of two, goes for the layup. Igbuda on the rebound. Can't get it to go. Igbuda getting an opportunity after opportunity. Passes outside to Duncan for three. Nothing there. Igbuda on the rebound again. Over to Jayliana Wesley up top. To Jada Tejada for three. Nothing there. And Chelsea on the rebound. Stolen away by Igbuda off of a soft pass after the rebound. Jump ball call down low. Duncan on the inbound. Finds Perez Vasquez up top to Tejada. Tejada with one in front, drives into the paint on the way up, gets hack-a-lacked, and Tejada go to the line. Igbuda comes off, Diaz is on. Only one from the line for Tejada, second no good. Santiago goes from end to end. And I love this kid's hustle. Driving in, gets hack-a-lacked on the way up. Nine on the night for Tejada. 5 on the night for Santiago. Make it 6. Nothing there in the second. Tejada pulls down the rebound. Tejada finding Wesley down low, has a little bit of a seam, passes off over to Diaz. Diaz getting hack-a-lacked on the way up to the net. Diaz gonna go to the line. First of 2 is good. for Diaz. Diaz with 7 on the night so far. Diaz line up 2-2 off the back of the rim. Rebound by Chelsea, stolen away by Tejada. Comes out to the line, over to Wesley. Wesley looking for an opportunity, passes off to Diaz. Diaz. Evelyn Diaz finding the stroke. 9 on the night for the senior in 13. Santiago using the legs. She's got the motor for it. Passes inside, over to number 5 from Chelsea. That's Guerrero. Guerrero passes up top to Cespedes Cruz. An offensive foul against Chelsea is going to result in a turnover. Rams to inbound from the far side of the court. Duncan with the rock. Just about 2 minutes left here in the second. Santiago in front, over to Wesley. Wesley pulls in, steps up for a 2. Can't get that one to go. And now Rams going to retreat to defense quickly. Santiago quick on the way up. And gets hack-a-lacked there. She's going to go to the line for 2. First to 2 is good. Six on the night for Santiago. Two or 2 from the line there for Santiago. 7 on the night. Chelsea on the move again offensively. Stolen away by Delicia Perez Vasquez. Duncan loses the opportunity, squandered by the effort of Santiago. Passes up top over to number 1, Cespedes Jr. And it looks like they're going to get a team foul on Duncan. So the inbound going to come deep in Classical territory. Cespedes Cruz on the task for the inbounding responsibility. Santiago gets it back to Cespedes Cruz. Cespedes Cruz pulling up for 3. Can't get that one to go. Diaz on the first touch on the attempted rebound. Now, Delicia Perez Vasquez steals it away. Alvarado sees a lane, drives into the paint, can't get it to go. And everybody down low for the Rams reaching in to try to steal that one away. Jump ball call. That one's going to stay Chelsea. Iman with the inbounding responsibility. Goes to Santiago. Delicia Perez Vasquez in front. Looking for a pick. Finds a seam. Drives in past 2. Goes for the layup. Santiago got the touch. 9 on the night. Duncan now with the rock. Under 30 seconds left here in the first half. 32-19 Rams. Duncan with a nice pass. Bounce pass inside of Diaz. And Evelyn Diaz making it look easy. 11 on the night for Diaz. High score so far. Final seconds. Drives into the paint, pulls up for 2, rebound, fielded by Chelsea. Chelsea get another shot opportunity for it. Squandered by the Classical defense. And at the end of 2, Classical 34, Chelsea 19. We'll be back after this break.
What is community? It's more than just where you live. It's where you feel safe, seen, and valued.
It's built on trust, respect, and working together.
Every small act, every helping hand creates a ripple effect.
Turning a negative moment into a positive one. lifting each other up when we stumble.
Unity isn't just a word, it's the foundation of a thriving community.
It means embracing our differences and celebrating our shared humanity.
That's community.
Bring unity to your community.
Hi, I'm Mikey, and I'm here to talk to you today about Lynn Classical Volleyball. The signups have already started, but you can still go talk to Coach LeBlanc in 8302 for more information. Come and join Lynn Classical Volleyball and have some fun with us. Have your parents ever told you to get your lazy butt out of your chair and go play outside? Well, look no further. With the Lynn Classical Boys Volleyball team, we are here to help. You know, it's a great sport, meet new people, but sadly we only offer this sport in March. For signups, go talk to Coach LeBlanc. Of course, you already know where he's located, 8302 if you forgot. Make sure you have an up-to-date physical clearing you to be able to play. Our practices are every weekday at 3 p.m. right after school. Make sure you get there as early as possible to help us with the setup of the net. We do practice on Saturday, but it's only for varsity, and it is at 8 to 10 a.m. If you're looking to get in shape, well, the Lynn Classical Volleyball team, well, more specifically, the boys Lynn Classical Volleyball team will help you get in shape. It won't just help you get in shape, but you'll meet excellent new people. They'll make you feel welcome from day one, and they'll have you have the time of your life. You'll have so much fun. Come and join us, why not?
At Classical, we believe that strong instruction is built through collaboration, reflection, and shared responsibility for student success. This week, every department is participating in a school-wide gallery walk featuring lesson artifacts created by our instructional leadership team. These artifacts include lesson tasks, student work, and teacher reflections, and they offer concrete examples of how intentional task design can deepen content learning, build academic language, and increase student engagement across all grade levels and disciplines. Many educators at Classical have engaged in professional development on quality teaching for English learners. This gallery walk is how we bring that learning to life, by learning from real classroom practice. As teachers move through the gallery, department heads facilitate a structured protocol using 4 detective lenses: content, language, equity, and collaboration, so teams can focus their thinking and learn with purpose. At each station, teachers leave appreciation-based feedback, allowing us to celebrate strong practice and continue to grow together. This is professional learning that is grounded, collective, and centered on our promise to students and families that equity is something we intentionally design for. This is how we turn shared vision into daily practice.
Just a quick scroll before I get to school. Love you too. When will you be home? Come on, notes here somewhere.
These dang kids.
I can't stop the feeling. Talk about a bad hair day. Oh man!
And we're back. Well, just about. We got still a couple seconds on the half mark. But the guys in stripes got the ball, and they're saying, hey, everybody, let's go. We're going to do the basketball thing, and we're going to play the game. It's going to be great. Thanks for tuning in to Lynn Educational Television. If you're watching on our YouTube page, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening right here in the city of Lynn. I'm your announcer tonight from Lynn Educational Television, Sean Donahue up in the perch, bringing you these smooth and steady shots and the backup footage. Stephen Galvin Jr., one of our seniors, here on senior night 2. We got Mikey Martinez down low, working on the graphics, keeping us posted on the stream health. And so far, so good from our end of the ropes. If you're hearing any different, feel free. You can email me at donahues@lynnschools.org. Let us know your feedback. We're a little reluctant to put the comments on after the last time we hosted a Chelsea matchup here. Tejada making it count in the first seconds of the third period. Jada Tejada crossing the 10-point threshold with that one. 11 on the night for the senior. Santiago got the speed and the motor to make it happen. Passes over to the adjacent. Finds a wide open number 0 for Solero's first points of the night. Buddha with the rock, finds Diaz. Diaz going up high. Can't get the rebound with your face. Now Santiago on the long ball, gets it, makes it count. And Jalea Santiago with 11 on the night now. Tejada gets the inbound, quick to work offensively. Passes over to Duncan. Duncan with one in front. Does a little bit of oop-de-oop to try to create some space. Bounce pass intended for Diaz, just a little out of reach. Chelsea ball. Santiago with the rock again. Duncan in front. Pass over to number 0, Solero. Chelsea getting an opportunity. Pulling up for 3, Santiago. Just a little bit too much muscle on that one. Tejada pulls away the rebound. Over to Delisha Perez-Vasquez, back to Tejada. Tejada looking for a long pass to Diaz. Santiago got about 90 feet in the air to steal that one away. Santiago got the speed and the motor to get past 2. Takes the shot, no good. Duncan on the rebound. Duncan with the rock as she crosses the half mark. Surveying, passes over to Tejada. Tejada pulling up for 3, a little bit too much muscle. Fielded well by Iman on the rebound. Iman right away over to Solero. Solero finds Santiago. I'm sorry, that's Martinez. Santiago pulling out for 2, nothing there. And off of the Rams, Chelsea ball. Iman going to be tasked with the inbounding responsibility for the Lady Red Devils. Iman goes to Santiago right away. Duncan in front. Santiago gets a pick on the right-hand side. Passes up top over to Solero. Solero can't get it to go. Chelsea fields the rebound well. And Coach Sawyer going to take the timeout after the 2 points dropped by Cespedes Cruz. 6 of the night for Cespedes Cruz. Snow day today here in the Lynn Public Schools District. We got a gimme, everybody. I'm sure we'll be all sorts of excited once June hits. But it was nice. I got to sleep in. My son still had school, but my daughter did not. So we played tea party for the first 4.5 hours of the day. And boy, howdy, am I full of plastic cakes. All afternoon activities still on for the Lynn Public Schools. Thanks to Steven and Mikey for wiping away the sand from their sleepy eyes to come out for this one. Classical on the move again. Buddha down low gets the bounce pass from Tejada. Too much Red Devil in front. Santiago now with a long opportunity. Trying to find number 1, Cespedes Cruz, and Delicia Perez Vasquez comes in like a bandit, knocks that one away. Duncan gets the pass from Tejada, 2 in front. Duncan back up top to Tejada. Tejada surveying, goes to Diaz way outside, pulls up for 3. Evelyn Diaz making it count on senior night. And boy, howdy, did Evelyn Diaz find the stroke here on this February evening. Rebound by Diaz, over to Tejada. Tejada working to get inside the paint, pass over to Diaz, pulls up for 2, nothing there. Back to Diaz after the rebound. I'm sorry, Igbuda after the rebound from Tejada, and Divine Igbuda, 7 on the night for the Beast. 41-26, just about 4.5 left here in the third. And Santiago pulls up for 3, nothing there. Chelsea on the rebound, getting a little bit of hack-a-lack on the way up. Drops to 2 points and gets 1 from the line. Cespedes Cruz, 8 on the night so far, 101. And she makes it work. 9 on the night for the kid and 1 out of Chelsea. Duncan to take the point responsibility to Perez Vasquez, back to Duncan, to Tejada. Tejada surveying. Perez Vasquez with the rock, 1 in front, sees a lane, bounce pass inside Igbuda. Not ready, stolen away by Chelsea. Cespedes Cruz passes that one off to Santiago. Santiago drives into the paint. 2 points, Red Devils. Jayliana Santiago, 13 on the night. Kids get the hustle and the motor. She's a grinder, gotta love it. Tejada pulling up for 3, just a little shallow. Igbuda on the rebound, too much for us. Cespedes Cruz, right time, right place. Team foul against the Rams is going to result in an inbound here. Bench side. Cespedes Cruz with the inbounding responsibility. Santiago in front. Handful of substitutions. Diaz to come off, Wesley to come on, Alvarado to come on, and Tejada to come off. Santiago passes inside, over to Cespedes Cruz. On the outside, over to number 20, Young. Young can't get it to go. Chelsea getting another opportunity. Igbuda squanders that offensive opportunity with the rebound. Duncan with the rock. Over to Alvarado, pulls up for 3. Aaliyah Alvarado can't get it to go. And Igbuda trying to get in. Boxed out well by the Chelsea Red Devils. Classical loses possession of that one. Chelsea ball here in their own territory. Santiago gets the inbound from Iman. Sorry, Solero. Santiago passes up top over to number 1, Cespedes Cruz. Back to Santiago. Over to number 20, Young pulls up for 3, nothing there. Igbuda on the rebound. Over to Duncan. Just about 3 here in the third. Duncan surveying on her way across the half mark. Duncan over to Delicia Perez Vasquez. Over to Jayliana Wesley. Wesley drives inside, off the back of the rim, and then out. And it hung there for a minute. Igbuda on the rebound, goes to Duncan. Sequence of passes, ends up back with Duncan. Duncan over to Aaliyah Alvarado. Alvarado looking for Igbuda inside. Swallowed by the Chelsea Red Devils defense. And now the Red Devils on the move offensively. Cespedes Cruz pulls up for 1. Igbuda there on the rebound. Hands it off over to Duncan. 10-point difference separates these teams. Last time they matched up, Classical walking away with a victory. 62-41 earlier on in the 2025-2026 season. Perez Vasquez with a long pass to Alvarado. Alvarado doing the work, drives into the paint. Aaliyah Alvarado knocking down 2 more for the Lady Rams. 7 on the night for the sophomore. Team foul going against Duncan. That's a 3rd team foul for the Rams here in the 3rd. And I think they got Duncan. Nonetheless, Santiago gonna go to the line for 2. 101, net but net.
Who's got new? Who's got shooter?
14 on the night for Santiago. 2 of 2, no good. Wesley pulls down the board. Wesley on the move. Over to Perez Vasquez, back to Duncan. Over to Alvarado. Alvarado with a long pass to Perez Vasquez, down low to Wesley. Wesley drives into the paint, looks for a pass to Alvarado, a little bit high and out of reach. Out of bounds off the Rams, Chelsea to inbound. Cespedes Cruz gets that one to Santiago without hesitation. 43-32. Santiago doing the work, trying to create some space with the movement. Classical playing in tight. Out of bounds off of the Rams. Good heads-up play by Alvarado to put the Chelsea Red Devils on their heels. Castillo there on the inbound for the Red Devils. Stolen away by Alvarado. Alvarado with Santiago in front, does the work, kisses the rim, nothing there. Buddha on the rebound, and the Beast cleaning it up. 9 on the night for Buddha. Long 3 coming off of the fingertips of number 1. Cespedes Cruz, Classical on the move again offensively. Alvarado driving up, knocked away, serving up the rubber biscuits is Chelsea's number 4, Iman. Classical to maintain possession here. Duncan with the inbounding responsibility. Duncan with a long inbound to Wesley. Wesley with 2 in front. Over to Delisha Perez Vasquez. Pulls up for 3, just a little bit too much. Alvarado tries to save it, passes that one back to Iman, and now Chelsea on the move offensively. Santiago able to get past 2. Drops it in for a little bit of a teardrop. 16 on the night for Santiago. 10 seconds here in the third. Duncan with the rock. Bounce pass inside Egbuda. Egbuda with 2 defenders in front. Goes up for 2. Divine Egbuda finding the touch in the final seconds of the third period. 11 on the night for Egbuda. And at the end of 3, Classical 47, Chelsea 34. We'll be back after this break.
Hello, I'm Kevin Burnett. I've been working at LETV since my junior year. Are you interested in creating media for your school or city? Lynn Educational Television is for you. Students like me have been producing media in Lynn since 1986. Students can be paid to film many of the city's various events, such as sports games and concerts. Students also learn various skills such as directing, audio and sound production, and editing. If this interests you, come down to the TV studio in B107 and talk to Mr. Donahue. If you're unable to come to the studio, you can email him at donahue@lynnschools.org. Join LETV today. Come to B107 and become a member of the crew.
Inbound coming far side of the court. Steven, you can sit if you want. I tried. You don't like that? Okay. Santiago with a rock. And a shot coming off of the fingertips of number 24, Castillo. Castillo can't get it to go. Bit of a scrum. Egbuda walking away with it. Passes over to Alvarado. Over to Delisha Perez Vasquez. Over to Duncan. Duncan with 1 in front. Surveying. Passes back to Delisha Perez Vasquez. Inside of Divine Egbuda. Goes up for 2. Nothing there. Egbuda fields her own rebound. Stolen away on the rebound opportunity. Mon. Right time, right place. Gets that one over to Santiago. That would be my first move, too. Santiago finding a wide open Castillo. Castillo takes it for 2. Nothing there. Wesley with the rock. Over to Perez Vasquez. Down low to Duncan. Duncan with Santiago in front. Up top to Delisha Perez Vasquez to Alvarado. Over to Wesley. Wesley pulls up, then drives into the paint. Finds Duncan. Up top to Perez Vasquez. Inside pass over to Egbuda. Egbuda can't get the first. Able to salvage the offensive opportunity. And Divine Egbuda knocking down 2 more. 13 on the night for the Beast. 49-34 here with just about 7 minutes left in the 4th period. We got Steven up top bringing you these smooth and steady shots. One of our veterans and seniors here on senior night, Mikey Martinez, down on the graphics, doing the best he can with OBS. And from what I understand, our stream health has been a lot more consistent after some consulting from our most recent senior graduate, Billy Sullivan. Thanks, Mr. Sullivan, for coming out and showing me the ropes on the stuff that I never learned. Classical coming out of this one with a record right now, a 9-4 last game versus Somerville, next game versus Everett on Friday. Last 2 times the Red Devils and the Lady Rams met over in Chelsea. Classical walked away with a 62-41 victory. Red Devils had a record of 6-11. Their last game versus Northeast, and next game going to be versus Ipswich. Oh, I see what you're doing up there, Steven. Nice. Little bit of little B-roll for the people at home. Everett is the next bit of competition for the Lady Rams. Santiago gets the inbound, gets to work right away, passes that one off to Iman. Stolen away by Jada Tejada. Tejada with one in front, passes to Alia Alvarado. Alvarado driving into the paint. Ruiz down low, loses an opportunity for the rebound, but gains it on the second attempt there. Passes to Tejada. Alvarado driving into the paint. 2 more for Alia Alvarado. And Alvarado with 9 on the night here in the second matchup against the Red Devils this season for the Lady Rams. Santiago with a pass over to Iman. Iman, not Iman. That one was Solero. Solero finds Iman. Iman going up for 2, can't get it there, feels the rebound. Ruiz gets strong, knocks it out of the hands of Iman over to Duncan. Duncan up top, surveying, looking for a little bit of help, goes to the adjacent with Tejada. Tejada surveying, passes inside to Ruiz. Ruiz back to Tejada, down low, over to Alvarado. Santiago in front. Alvarado up to Tejada. Tejada drives in, catches 2. Nice little pass outside to Delisha Perez Vasquez for 2. Delisha Perez Vasquez getting on the board for the first time tonight here on senior night. Reaching in there against Solero. Team foul gonna go against Perez Vasquez. Her first team foul of the night, or check that. Alvarado gonna catch her second team foul of the night. Solero lines up 1 of 2, can't get it to fall. She'll get her shot at redemption. Solero 2 of 2 off the back of the rim. Delisha Perez Vasquez pulls down the board. Perez Vasquez taking the point responsibility. Goes to Duncan. Duncan surveying. Looking inside of Ruiz, has to go to the adjacent. Now Alvarado with it down low. Bounce pass inside of Ruiz. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado takes a step inside, drives into the paint. Stolen away by the Chelsea Red Devils, and now the Red Devils on the move. Santiago with Perez Vasquez in front, looking for a pass, stolen away by Duncan. Duncan with a long pass over to Alvarado. Alvarado has a little bit of space, got to still do the work to drive into the paint, goes up for 2, nothing there. Red Devils on the rebound. Good heads-up play by Castillo to keep that one alive for the Lady Red Devils. And Santiago drives into the paint, goes for the layup, nothing there. Rebound fielded by the Red Devils, and now Ruiz fighting for it. Young making it tough on Ruiz here on senior night. Team foul's going to result in an inbound here in Chelsea territory. Tejada taking that responsibility, going over to Perez Vasquez. Perez Vasquez with one in front, driving into the paint, pass outside of Tejada, pulling up for three, can't get that one to go. And Ruiz just a little shy of getting to the rebound. Santiago now with the rock, passes over to the adjacent, finds number one. Monica Cespedes Cruz. Classical on the rebound. Duncan driving into the paint, knocked away by the Chelsea Red Devils, out of bounds. Classical ball here in Chelsea territory. Good job by Solero at putting an end to that offensive opportunity here for the Rams. Gives the defense an opportunity to retreat and man up against the Lady Rams. Alvarado pulls up a three. Stay out of the weight room, a little bit too much muscle on that one. Duncan able to salvage the offensive opportunity, and Alvarado gonna get a shot at redemption and makes it count. 11 on the night for Alvarado. 55-34 Rams over the Red Devils. Doing the work, number 0, Solero goes up for it. Ruiz pulls down the board over to Duncan. Just about 3 minutes left here in the fourth. Tejada with the rock, one in front. Surveying, goes to Ruiz, down low. Ruiz facing that Chelsea Red Devils defense immediately. Trying to find Alvarado on the outside, not gonna get it. Alvarado to come off and Duncan to come off. Wesley and Diaz to come on for the Lady Rams. Inbound right away to Santiago. Wesley in front, gets a pick on the right-hand side. Perez Vasquez picks it up, passes over to number 20, Young. Young knocks it down for three. First points of the night for Young. 55-37. Tejada with the rock. Martinez to step up and play defense. Passes over to Delisa Perez Vasquez, pulls up for 2-0 there. Perez Vasquez gets to the floor and keeps that offensive opportunity alive. The shot from Wesley, rebound by Ruiz. Ruiz tries to get it out to Wesley. And we got a player down on the ground. And Martinez down on the ground, not sure exactly what had happened, but the Chelsea coach to come out and console. I'm sure we'll see the training staff for Lynn Classical. There they are. Looks good though. Martinez comes off, catches a bang to the head. Inbound to Ruiz. Ruiz knocks down 2 of the night. Ruiz with 4 on the night. Santiago doing the work. Wesley trying to stem the offensive opportunity. Santiago fields her own rebound, gets a shot at redemption, nothing there. Stripes this, she gets hackalacked on the way up, so she's entitled to 2 from the line. Red Devils facing a 20-point deficit here on senior night. Santiago got the touch though, 101 so far on her 2. $17 on the night for Santiago, our top scorer so far, I think. And yeah, by 5. 57-38. Approaching the final 2 minutes of the fourth. Tejada with Santiago in front. Over to Perez Vasquez. Back to Tejada. Tejada surveying. Goes inside to Ruiz. Ruiz trying to keep it alive for the Rams. Knocked away. Santiago steals away. So Santiago gets the pass from Taylor Solano. Solano on the rebound on the last board pulled down by the Red Devils. Iman gets the inbound to Santiago. Santiago over to number 4, Iman. Iman pulls up for 3, nothing there. Jada Tejada. Looking down low for Wesley. And just a little out of reach. Out of bounds off the Rams. Chelsea here on the inbound. Santiago. After the inbound. One in front. Looking inside. Trying to find number 41, Torres. Torres pulls up for 2, nothing there. Delisha Perez-Vasquez sees a lane, drives inside. Delisha Perez-Vasquez dropping in 2 more for the Lady Rams. 4 on the night for Perez-Vasquez. Santiago up top. Shot opportunity there by Iman. Falls a little short, out of bounds, Rams ball. Just about 45 seconds left here in the 4th. Perez-Vasquez passes down low to Ruiz. Ruiz tries for 2. Chelsea on the rebound. Santiago now passes off over to number 41, Torres. Torres gets called for an extra step. And she's going to travel her way on back to defense. Tejada with the rock. Looks over to looks over to Delisha Perez-Vasquez. Back to Jada Tejada. Tejada with a long pass to Diaz. Stolen away by Chelsea. And Diaz putting the works on, showing the strength. Six seconds here, and I think it's safe to say that the Lady Rams are going to walk away with the sweep against GBL rivals, the Chelsea Red Devils, in this 2025-2026 season. Inbound to Santiago. Santiago with Perez-Vasquez in front, pulls up for a long 3, shows the muscle off, final seconds tick away. 59-40, Rams walk away with a victory over GBL rival Chelsea here on senior night. Top players on the night, gotta give it up to Jalea Santiago with 17 on the night. And some of the top scorers for the Lady Rams, Jada Tejada with 11, Aaliyah Alvarado with 11, Evelyn Diaz with 14, Divine Igbuda with 13, Yarleni Ruiz getting some work in with 4 points on the night, senior Delisha Perez-Vasquez with 4 points on the night, and Jayliana Wesley with 2. Classical going to advance to a record of 10-4. Chelsea going to fall to a record of 7-11. And boy, howdy, it was a great bringing you this one from 235 Callahan Way. I'm Sean Donahue from Lynn Educational Television, thanking you and wishing you all the best.